by a vote of 6-1. Jonathan, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Oh, man. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, guys.
No, we're
It's okay. We'll see you guys soon. It's all good, bro. Oh. Well, I'm out. I'm free. You guys have fun.
No. He is free. What you guys saw there was Jonathan Bennett's eviction from the celebrity Big Brother house. So not gruel.
Yeah, Jay, but Jonathan's eviction started a chain reaction in the house. So how will it play out? We'll find out soon enough.
But first, we are here in the etlive studios with Jonathan Bennett himself.
Yes.
Welcome, JB. To
Guys,
etlive.
thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me.
If I had to sum up my whole experience on Big Brother, I can do it in one word, and that is nailed it.
That was
Completely
actually-
nailed it. 2 words. Well, it's one hashtag.
Okay, hashtag.
Nailed
there you go.
it, guys.
Obviously. Okay, well, Jonathan, I first
It
want
went
to ask
well.
you, you told Julie that your biggest mistake was teaming up with Ryan, but Julie told you that it was saving Dina. So I want to know, after the episode, after you watched back the episodes, what do you think led to your eviction?
Oh, man. So many things led to my eviction. I think teaming up with Ryan was definitely, I couldn't avoid it. He picked me first out of the thing, and so we were just a team, which I'm happy I teamed up with him, because at the end of the day, when you walk out of the Big Brother house, it's all a game, and at least, with Ryan, I made a new best friend, and that was important to me. But I think saving Dina and not telling the girls that I was going to save Dina and keep her off the block, that made them lose their trust in me a little bit, I think, in that situation. And I should have told them, but I didn't. But, at the same time, what do? You not save Dina Lohan? Like, I can't not,
you
like,
cannot,
what do
right.
I do? Like, hey, Lindsay, just throwing mom up on the block, no big deal. Like, do you want Lindsay mad at you? Because I don't want Lindsay mad at me. Trust me, I've been there. You don't want Lindsay mad at you.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Now that you're out of the house, you had to probably talk to Lindsay.
Yep,
You talked
I
to
just talked to her like
Ariana
30
Grande
minutes
is
ago.
probably on your Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You got Ryan Lochte probably now FaceTiming you stuff.
I literally just FaceTimed Ryan Lochte today, talked to Lindsay Lohan on voice text. Ariana Grande texted me a couple days ago. It's literally I think I'm the new Kevin Bacon of Hollywood. It's 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I think Jonathan Bennett might be the new Kevin Bacon.
And
Seven rings of Jonathan Bennett.
seven rings of Jonathan Bennett.
And we love bacon. We
love bacon.
Jonathan, so look, first of all, your facial expressions are priceless. If I could just turn off the sound and watch you make face expressions on Celebrity Big Brother, I'd be a happy man. But when you first saw the Houseguest, what did you think? And did you know about Dina?
Didn't know about Dina. And first of all, thank you for my facial expressions. It's I have one thing that I do well, and that's it. So,
which is the one thing you shouldn't do in the Big Brother house.
Exactly. You don't hide my facial expression ever. But thank you for that. I have very big eyes. They're my mother's. But the thing is, in that show, it's wait, what was the question?
Did you know about Dina?
Yes. No, I didn't know about Dina. I did not know about Dina Lohan. She was a complete surprise. So when she walked out, that's real. That's not me acting for the camera. I was genuinely surprised to see her, and I was so happy to see her because I haven't seen her in 14 years. But when you grow up and you have that mom that is so loving and amazing, and you grow up with them when you're kids, you just always have that connection with them. So it was so fun to see her and have a motherly figure in the house with me, and feel a little protected. And I tried to protect her as much as I could in those first couple episodes before I got evicted. Before I got kicked out of the house, I tried so hard to keep her safe, and I'm glad that she's still in there fighting. So it's good.
Yeah. Because when I saw her, I thought, oh man, is this going to be a crutch for you? Taking into consideration your relationship with her family and her, but
right. Well, that's the thing you got to keep in mind when you go in to do the show. It's a show, but what you do in that house still goes out into the real world because it's part of your life. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you just have to make the right choice and protect and keep Dina off the block as much as you can because
Dina off the block.
she's a friend. She's a She's someone you know in your life. You don't want to like go out into the world and do that because at the end of the day, Big Brother lasts 4 weeks. Then you have the rest of your life to live with what happened there. You know, like you have 4 weeks of that. Like
Especially with
Dina from the block. Her and Jenny, they hang out. It's my block. I was on the block for 10 days, which is a record.
Yeah, we talked about this. You were on the block longer than anyone.
Yeah, I know for celebrity for sure, and I'm pretty sure in regular Big Brother too, because no one's ever walked in and just been put on the block in the first 6 hours.
Jonathan, you were on the block for so long.
10 days. I don't wish that on my worst enemies, because all you are is stressed the whole time. You're like you're just like panting, trying to like save yourself, and you just have to start like making money moves, you know?
Well, last night we saw Ryan get evicted, your final two mate. So what do you think now in the house? Like, who do you think that they made the right move? Was he the biggest target? And
I mean, he is a 12-time Olympic medal winner. Like, you can't really hide that in that house. You know what I mean?
Right.
First of all, I'm so sad that Ryan had to leave, but I'm so happy that he's on the outside with me, and now we can watch the show together and have our alliance outside. The funniest meme on the internet right now is me looking at Ryan going, no matter what happens, we're both safe.
Right.
There's a meme of me saying that, and we're the first two out of the house. It's genius. I'm like, don't worry, bro. We're not going home. And here we are watching it on the outside. But, you know, I think he's a huge target because physically he's a massive threat. And, you know, people use him as a pawn in a lot of the different game play. So I think no matter what happens, he was always going to have a target on his back. I mean, he walked in and won the first HOH.
Right.
Yeah. Like, what are you going to... He teamed up with me to do it, which was so much fun. But, like, at one point I turned to him and I go, we don't want to win this. And he's like, what? And just, like, won it. And I'm like, you can't tell a 12-time Olympic medal winner not to win a contest. They're just not going to do that.
And he became so endearing, too. You know, we saw a side of Ryan that was like, wow, this guy's actually pretty cool.
He is one of the kindest, most... he is the sweetest, kindest... has the biggest heart of like so many people I've ever met. Like he's just a genuinely great guy, and I'm so happy that I get to call him my friend.
So inquiring minds want to know, Jonathan,
yes, let's inquire.
what's going on with Candy and Tamar? Because we saw their beef. You know, they had the opportunity to vote each other out and did not. Is that strategy? Tamar's sister says that Tamar's got a strategy going on. What do you think?
Well, first of all, it's love at first sight in there. When they saw each other, it was like, you know, butterflies and rainbows. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't. But like Candy is kind of like laying low. You can't get a beat on Candy. I can't get a beat on her.
I can't
I'm
either.
like, where do you live in all this?
That is a smart game plan.
Her and Joey are probably the most like... Are they?
Yeah, are they playing or are they not playing?
Jay is always making fun of Joey because he's like...
Well, he's always in the bathroom.
Right, or doing push-ups or something.
Joey Lawrence has more bathroom time than I've seen any... I'm assuming when he's shooting something, his call time is like 6 hours before he has to work, because the dude will spend hours in front of the mirror doing like blow drying his hands. I'm like, Joey, I said to him, I go, if I was ever had to be an astronaut, I would want to be an astronaut with you because you are the cleanest, most hygienic person I've ever met in my life. Like, I would be in a spaceship with you because you would never smell.
Yeah.
Like, he's perfect.
He looks pristine.
He's pristine. He's literally perfect. But, as far as the gameplay, him and Candy both are very, you can't get a beat on him. And Tamar will tell you everything, how she's feeling in that moment. Like, you know, it's like if Tamar has an opinion, you're going to hear it immediately.
Right.
No matter what happens. So her and Candy, I don't know, what if they have a secret strategy going in to act like we hate each other, but really they don't?
Well, see, that's what Trina was. I mean, Trina,
I don't know.
She didn't really come out and say that, but she alluded to a strategy saying that Tamar is a businesswoman. But I think that would be the only strategy that they could pull from that.
Well, and they're such opposite players. Like we're saying, you know, Candy's way more reserved, and Tamar wears every feeling on her sleeve.
Yep.
So I don't know what is a better strategy in this house, because if you look at other houses, you can see that, you know, okay, don't go right up and tell everybody. But even Ryan has been like gone up to people and been like, hey, I know I'm a huge target, so should I pack my bags and leave? And you're like, why are you saying that?
You have no idea. That is the strategy in the house.
And even Joey jumped on board. He's like, should I pack my bags?
He's like, I should pack my bags. I'm like, no, guys, don't say that. Which is so funny because I said it in my exit interview, between Ryan and Joey, who I love so much, it's like taking a bunch of puppies and making them all try to face the same way in a box so you can take their photo. Like, by the time you get down here to like facing that puppy that way, this one's already rolled over and you're back and you're like, okay. Like, they're so funny because they're just like such nice guys and they they'll just tell you like, hey, do you think we should have an alliance with these people?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, we shouldn't do that. And then they'll go to that person and be like, do you think we should be in an alliance? I'm like, stop telling everyone that we want to be in an alliance.
But you see, but we do also see, like, to Tamar's credit too. I mean, she has this kind of like fight then love sort of thing happening, and I feel like that makes her more enduring. And we've seen in BB19 we saw this guy Josh who ended up winning was the same, not the same way, but played a very similar game where he was like banging pots and pans all over the place,
right?
And no one thought he was a threat. He was like a false target because no one thought he was a threat at all.
So
I'm wondering if that's sort of like Tamar's doing, because she knows the game in and out.
Yep. Yeah, she does. I think that could actually work to her advantage. But, at the end of the day, guys, I'm not going to underestimate Dina Lohan.
Okay. Look, I said that myself. Sorry, my IFB's falling out. It's live television, people. That she may be a dark horse in the writing. You never know. Because Ricky, Kato's kind of pulling up a little bit.
Yep.
But Dina may come through and run everybody over in her BMW.
Yeah, she's just like, I don't exactly. She's like, kind of just goes under the radar, just kind of goes with the flow, and no one thinks she's a threat because it's Dina. Like, Dina's our mom. Like, she's fine. Like, she'll be fine forever, And then what happens is you put a bunch of these people that are battling each other, and you put a bunch of warriors in the ring and tell them to all fight. And these are some Olympic, they're Olympic athletes. They're like really competitive people. They're all going for blood. And then all of a sudden, when the smoke clears, the only one left standing might be Dina.
Yeah.
Right.
That could happen that way.
Well, and we keep saying, I mean, I feel like a broken record. I mean, the people that you aren't talking about and you aren't saying things about, those are the people that are going to go far.
Right.
And you haven't really been talking about Dina, Ricky, all the people that you just named. You
Yeah.
know? It's so. But who are you rooting for? Who do you want to win?
Honestly, I think after that vote, obviously, because it was 6-1 to evict me, so that's a pretty intense number, guys. In an alliance that was like, oh, don't worry,
7
they've
people
got my
alliance.
back. XO. But I honestly am rooting for Dina for a couple reasons. One, she was loyal to me, and she, voted against me to evict me. She voted for Candy, which is great, and that was awesome. And
Your one vote.
My one vote against me was Dina. And number two, I just want her to win because of all the times she's like, her whole life, she's always put the spotlight on Lindsay and Cody and Allie. Like, all the kids have always been, she's a momager, so it's just shining on them. What if this is her time to, like, rise to the top, be the star, and have the spotlight put on her as the winner? Like, that would be just so wonderful.
Sure. We had Brandy Glanville over last night, and she talked about some of the hardest things of being in the house.
Yeah.
What was the hardest part of playing this game and being in the Big Brother house for you, besides what we saw on TV? What didn't we see?
Oh, man. You don't see the sunlight for, the entire time you're in there, and that screws with your head. But at the same time, you don't see all the times where we laugh harder than I've ever laughed. There's a moment where I laughed the hardest I've ever laughed in my life in the Big Brother house with Ryan Lochte.
And there you have it. Jonathan,
Jonathan, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for coming in, Jonathan. We still want you on the show, but we can't have everything.
Yeah. It's okay. It's so much fun.
Catch a new episode of Celebrity Big Brother tomorrow night on CBS.